Robert Pattinson on including Robin into, of course, this Bat universe. He said, yeah, but he has to be 13. That's the only way I'll accept it. No, I love Death in the Family and stuff, but I think it'd be so cool. Also, people are so scared of it, but it's kind of exciting. I think it would be a really fun addition. So that's what that article right there from Collider, which there was some more stuff when it came to the Collider. Yes, I know we don't really like Collider so much, but hey, it's what can he do? What can he do? But but Matt Reeves also talked about sequel potential. So not only is Robert Pattinson talking about a potential sequel that has Robin in it, and hopefully, yes, they do a young Robin. Whether it's, I think they should. 12, 13 years old, got to be that. Let's not have a grown man like they did in Batman Forever, even though Chris O'Donnell was, still a good Robin. But I'm just saying, it just would have had more impact if it was that young boy. The Batman, Matt Reeves, is interested in including a grounded Mr. Freeze in potential sequels. So this is a little quote right here, which is interesting. He said, in my view, I just feel drawn to finding the grounded version of everything. So to me, it would be a challenge and an interesting way to try to figure out how that could happen. Even the idea of something like Mr. Freeze, that's such a great story, right? Yes, it is. Just watch Heart of Ice. That's all you got to really just focus on, or at least have that as a base and then try to ground it a little bit right there. I think there's actually a grounded version of that story, which could be really powerful and could be really great. So I love the fantastical side of Batman, but this iteration, obviously, while being, to me, I think is very comics faithful. But I don't think that this one is necessarily, it doesn't lean as hard into the fantastical, I guess. But I think to me, what would be interesting would be to try and unwind the fantastical and see, well, how could that make sense here? And so that's kind of my view, how I see it. So there you go. Talking about, there was already like rumors and stuff like that Matt Reeves was thinking about having Mr. Freeze. So he's talking more about it. There's so much you could do. That's such a heartbreaking story if you really want to go into the whole thing, into that whole thing with Victor Freeze and of course his wife Nora, and then that whole aspect of it. It's really a heartbreaking story. So they could really probably do something. But the fact that he's talking about that just kind of makes it one or two, because I know people have asked me, who would I like to see villain-wise when it comes to the Batman sequels? And, some people have said Clayface. How would you ground Clayface? That would be very interesting, too, if he decided to take that fantastical villain and try to ground that as best as he can, and there's only so much you could do when it comes to when it comes to grounding things. It's you can ground as much as you can, but still, it's a dude swinging from a grappling hook, and doing some crazy shit in a bat suit. So it's still going to be kind of fantastical when it comes to all this, but I know Clayface, Jose, I don't know. I'm just saying, if he wants to start trying to ground some of these, some of this stuff, why not? I'm down for it. I think if anybody could do it, Matt Reeves could do it. Somehow that guy made a fucking Planet of the Apes trilogy work. I know he didn't do the first one, but he did the second two, and he made that shit work. That shouldn't have worked. Shouldn't have worked. So I always have faith in Matt Reeves. 100%.